Do you do you ever feel like you're constantly running a race that never seems to end? A race against time, against deadlines, against the relentless tide of emails flooding your inbox. It's like you're a sprinter, but the finish line keeps moving farther and farther away. We live in a world that doesn't stop. A world that is always on, always connected, always demanding more. It's a world of non-stop notifications, of endless to-do lists, of calendars so packed they leave no room for anything but work. And in the midst of this relentless rush, it's all too easy to forget to take a moment for ourselves. The pressures of modern life are inescapable. The demands of work, the expectations of society, the need to constantly be available, always on call, always ready to respond. It's like we're living in a state of perpetual emergency, always on high alert, always braced for the next crisis. And it's not just our time that's under attack. It's our minds, our bodies, our very spirits, the constant bombardment of information, the never-ending stream of tasks and responsibilities, the ceaseless buzz of notifications. They all take a toll. They wear us down, drain our energy, sap our strength. Sleep becomes a luxury, something to be squeezed in between meetings and deadlines, rather than a necessity. We find ourselves running on empty, fueled by caffeine and adrenaline, pushing through the exhaustion in a desperate bid to keep up with the relentless pace of modern life. But this is not sustainable. Our bodies are not machines. They need rest and recuperation. Our minds are not computers. They need time to process and reflect. Our spirits are not inexhaustible. They need nurturing and care. We are human beings, not human doings. And in the face of this relentless rush, this never-ending race, we find ourselves asking a question that echoes in the quiet moments, in the stillness of the night, in the depths of our exhaustion. And it makes us all wonder, how long can we keep doing this? That's when I stumbled upon a book, 30 Days to a Calmer You by Mostafizar Rahman. It was a day just like any other, branded by an endless barrage of notifications and a dizzying to-do list. I was looking for a lifeline, something to anchor me in the storm of my own making. Then, like a beacon in the fog, I found Mostafizar's book. It wasn't the title that caught my attention, though it was indeed promising. No, it was a line that jumped out at me from the back cover, a line that would become my mantra. Peace is not a luxury. It is a necessity. This line, simple yet profound, shook me to my core. It was as if it held up a mirror to my life, reflecting back the chaos I had normalized. It begged the question, had I been treating peace as a luxury, something to be enjoyed only when the noise of life subsided? The answer, I realized, was a resounding yes. I was constantly in a state of doing, never simply being. Peace, it seemed, was indeed a necessity, one I had been neglecting. The more I delved into the pages of this book, the more I found myself drawn into its wisdom. Mostafizar Rahman didn't just pen down lofty ideals, he offered a practical, actionable plan, a 30-day roadmap to inner calm. It was a journey I was desperate to embark on, a journey that promised to transform my life from the inside out. This book wasn't just filled with theory, it offered a practical 30-day roadmap to inner calm. It was a call to action, a call to slow down, to breathe, to reflect. It wasn't just about surviving the rush, it was about thriving amidst it. And it all began with the realization that peace isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. What's unique about this book is that it doesn't just tell you to be calm, it shows you how. This is the beauty of 30 Days to a Calmer You by Mostafizar Rahman. It's not a book filled with abstract theories or lofty philosophies. Instead, it's a practical guide, a roadmap, if you will, full of simple exercises designed to help you cultivate inner calm. And let's talk about some of these exercises. The first one is the 5-minute breathing exercise. It's a simple premise. You take 5 minutes out of your day to just breathe. You focus on your breath, letting all other thoughts slip away. It's a small act, but the impact it can have on your stress levels is profound. Next, there's the gratitude journal. Every day you take a moment to jot down a few things that you're grateful for. It's a small act of mindfulness that can shift your focus from stress to appreciation. Over time, this shift in perspective can help you cultivate a deeper sense of peace. And then there's the digital detox. In today's hyper-connected world, it's easy to feel overwhelmed by the constant barrage of notifications and updates. That's why 30 Days to a Calmer You recommends taking regular breaks from digital devices. It could be for an hour, a day, or a weekend, whatever works for you. The idea is to give your mind a break from the digital noise and make space for quiet reflection. These are just a few examples of the practical exercises the book provides. What's great about them is that they're small, manageable habits. You don't need to upend your life or make drastic changes. It's about incorporating these small acts of mindfulness into your daily routine. Remember, cultivating inner peace isn't about reaching some far-off, lofty goal. It's about the journey, the small steps you take every day towards a calmer, more centered you. It's about pausing, breathing, and reflecting.
But what about those moments when anxiety strikes out of nowhere? We've all been there. Suddenly your heart is pounding, your breath is short, and your mind is racing. It feels as if the world is closing in on you. In such moments, 30 Days to a Calmer You equips you with instant tools for managing anxiety, like the 5-4-3-2-1 grounding method. This grounding method is a psychological tool that helps refocus your mind on the present moment, effectively disrupting the overwhelming feelings of anxiety and bringing your mind back to the here and now. Here's how it works. You start by identifying 5 things you can see around you. It could be a chair, a bird, a picture, anything you can visibly observe. This sets the stage for your mind to shift focus from internal worries to external reality. Next, you identify 4 things you can touch. Maybe it's the fabric of your clothing, the cool surface of your desk, or the warmth of your coffee cup. This sensory engagement further grounds you in the present moment. Moving on, you then recognize 3 things you can hear. It could be the distant hum of traffic, a colleague's laughter, or the ticking of a clock. This auditory awareness continues to disrupt the cycle of anxiety. After that, you pinpoint 2 things you can smell. Perhaps it's the aroma of freshly brewed coffee or the scent of a blooming flower. If you can't immediately identify any smells, you could move to smell something nearby or even recall your favorite scent. Finally, you identify 1 thing you can taste. It could be the lingering flavor of your last meal or the cool freshness of mint from your toothpaste. And if you can't taste anything at the moment, remember your favorite taste. This 5-4-3-2-1 grounding method is like a mental reset button. It's a simple yet effective tool that you can use anytime, anywhere to restore calm and regain control over your thoughts. Remember, anxiety doesn't define you. You're not alone in this fight. With these instant tools, you're always ready to face and manage those sudden bouts of anxiety. These tools are like an emergency kit for your mental health. So who exactly is this book for, you may wonder? Well, imagine you're caught in a whirlwind of tasks, with deadlines snapping at your heels and your inbox flooding faster than you can blink. Or perhaps you're a student, juggling assignments, exams, and a social life, all while trying to catch your breath. Perhaps you're just someone seeking a moment of tranquility amidst the chaos. This book, 30 Days to a Calmer You, is the lifeline you've been searching for. It's a practical guide designed for anyone who's ever felt overwhelmed, stressed, or simply craving peace. It's for the busy professionals who are always on the go, the stressed students who are constantly under pressure, and everyone in between. Regardless of your age, your profession, or your lifestyle, if you're a human being navigating the complexities of the 21st century, this book is for you. In short, if you're a human being in the 21st century, this book is for you. Sauer Schweiss. So where can you find this life-changing book, you may ask? Well, your journey to a calmer you is just a few clicks away.
30 Days to a Calmer You is readily available on popular platforms like Amazon, Kobo, and Apple Books. It's as easy as brewing a cup of tea. This isn't just a book. It's a companion for the next 30 days of your life. It's your guide on the path to tranquility, offering a practical roadmap to inner calm. It's time to put a stop to the relentless rush, the constant stress, and the overwhelming chaos. Take the first step towards a more peaceful life. Invest in 30 Days to a Calmer You. Let it be your guide to uncovering the peace that's already within you. Because remember, peace isn't something you find outside. It's already within you. This book just helps you uncover it.